I wanted to do an update on my nails, how I was using the gel nail polish for the first time, and I went to the nail salon, and I talk about it in my first and second video, how the nail gel from the salon ruined my real nails. And so I wanted to learn how to do it myself. So I bought this gel polish by D&D on Walmart.com, and I paid like $11 plus tax. I didn't have to pay shipping because when you order $35 or more, you get free shipping. And I had to order some other household items, so I was able to get the free shipping on this. And how I wasn't sure why there was two of them or how to use it, and I wanted to use it where when you remove it, it wasn't so difficult and it didn't ruin your real nails, which is what happened with the nail salon. It wouldn't come off the nail salon products, and it ruined my real nails. So I did some research, and they said you can use a peel off base coat that's gentle on your real nails. So instead of ordering it and waiting for it to come in, I just went to the beauty supply store, and they were almost out of everything because this is so popular right now, the gel polish. But this ASP is the only one they had, so it wasn't like a hard choice to make. So I bought this. This was like $11 plus tax. And this is 9 fluid ounces. And then I bought this top coat from ASP, same price. But this one is 15 mils, and this one's 9 mils, so this one's almost twice as much. So you get twice as much product, plus you get two of them. And this is just a little tiny bottle, so maybe it is better to buy this online, but I'm not sure. I'm still experimenting. So I went in, and this is my second time to do this. And I went in and I put on the base coat, and at the first time I used it, I used this for 30 seconds, and it didn't seem like enough time. So the second nail I did for 60 seconds under the UV light, and it seemed to work better. And then someone came to the door, and I went outside, and I ended up being away outside for an hour. And I learned that this stuff is like a magnet to dust and dirt. It's sticky like tape, and everything stuck to it. So I had to come in, and I had only done 2 nails, so I had to come in and scrape off all the debris and then put it back on. And then so I painted all my nails, and I did 60 seconds with the base coat. And the base coat, just to let you know in case you don't know, it is like a glue, and it was like using the Lee press-on nails back in the 80s, where you pressed on the nail with the sticky tape, and they would come off on me after 24 hours because I would wash my hands so much. But when you would peel them off, it would have strings of glue coming off, and then it would leave a little residue on your nail. So it's kind of like that glue on the Lee press-on nails. So I went in, and then I did the D&D soak off gel, and I put it under the light for 2 minutes. Then I'm still not clear on why there's 2 of these. So then I went in on just these 2 nails, and I'm going to call this one a lacquer for lack of knowledge. This one a soak off gel, and I'm going to call this one just a lacquer. They're both the same color, which is cantaloupe. So then I went on just these 2 nails on top of this one, and put this one as the second coat. This was thick and streaky, and I didn't like how it painted on. So then I switched back to this one, and I went in and did the second coat with this one on all of these 8 nails. And these 8 nails seem to be lasting longer than when I used this, what I'm calling lacquer, on these 2 nails. This one already peeled off on the 4th day. These are 4 days old, going on 5 days. And I've done a lot of work. I've washed dishes, I washed the car, I siliconed a window, I scrubbed sinks, I dusted, I did a little bit of yard work, and I showered. And so this hand is okay after going on 5 days, and this hand could even last another 2 days, I think, because I barely use this hand to clean. But this hand I use to clean, and you can even tell that this is my usable hand because it's more swollen than these fingers, and they even feel more swollen because I use this hand to scrub so much, and they even look shorter because I use this hand. So this is my workable hand. And so I went in with 2 minutes on these 3 with the soak off gel and under the light for 2 minutes. So these 2, I did the base coat, and then I did the soak off gel, and then I did the lacquer one on these 2 for 2 minutes each. So I had 2 coats on this one, this coat and then this coat. But on the rest of them, I did just this coat twice, 2 minutes each under the UV light. Then when I went in to do these sticky ones with the top gel seemed to smooth out that sticky stuff. It was almost like a nail thinner type effect, and it did. This one, this left streaks and ridges, but the top coat smoothed it out. So I thought, oh well, maybe that's why you use the top coat to smooth out the lacquer. And I thought, oh well, maybe the lacquer is because it makes your nails last longer. But that's not what happened to me. When I used this one on top of this one on these 2, these nails, this one just peeled off. You know, but it does come off in one sheet, which is good. And my real nail does not seem to be damaged, and I'll need to scrape off some of that glue. Now there does seem to be like where I lifted some of the nail off of the bed, but that could be from work damage and not necessarily from polish damage. So I'm still experimenting. So I'm going to go in and, I just want to show you how easy it is to lift off. So you just go in with your tool or your fingernail. I didn't want to use my fingernail because I didn't want to ruin the nail polish on this one. So you just go in and get it started. You can continue to even take it off with your tool, but I'm not good with my left hand. I don't have a lot of dexterity with it, so I think it's just easier if I just go and pull it off. It didn't hurt. I'm just squeamish. I'm real squeamish when it comes to cutting cuticles or anything to do with, like a puppy, they don't want you to touch their toenails, and it just makes me squeamish. I don't know why. But this is real sticky. It's like a press-on nail. It makes your polish like a press-on nail. And look, there's no damage. So this peel-off base coat really did help. So I'm going to go in and, and peel off the rest of these. And then I'm just going to redo this hand with just this gel, the soak-off gel. I'm going to use the soak-off gel twice, and then this, and redo this hand. This hand is okay for another 2 more days or more. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and redo this hand and see how it works. But see, it is chipping there, and this polish was just this one. So it did chip there, and it did kind of chip there. So, but that is because I did a lot of work. And after I do all that, it should be okay for my purpose. My purpose is I wanted this done because I wasn't wearing nail polish for the past years. I really didn't need to, but now I've started doing the YouTube videos I'm just having fun, just showing you the things that I like, the girly things I like, and I want my hands to be presentable just as much as I would want my video to be presentable. So that's why I was really trying to figure out how I can get my nails done and look nice and last as long as possible, so I don't have to keep redoing it, because I'm not one of those girls that likes to spend a lot of time on my nails. When I was younger, I could do it, but now that I'm older, I've got too many other issues to do than just sit around and do my nails all day. So I went to the beauty supply and I got a few more colors that I can't wait to try, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I'm still experimenting, and this may end up not working out if it is going to ruin my real nails. And then I will go back to just using regular nail polish, which only lasts 3 days. So anyway, so far I'm having fun. I'm having fun with it. I really am. So I got this white color because I wanted to get some basic colors that would go with everything, because this peach doesn't really necessarily go with everything. Although it does. But I wore red the other day, and it doesn't really go with red, but it kind of does. You know, peach and red kind of go together. But anyway, so I got the white, and this is called White Hot. And I got this lilac color, and this is called Delicate Dance. And it's just a real light color. And I thought I could even alternate these. I could do some nails white and some nails lilac. And then I got this charismatic one, which is a pink iridescence, but it's actually like a lilac on the picture, like a lilac light iridescent, almost, but not glitter, but almost iridescent like. And so I thought, okay, I can wear this by itself. I could wear it on top of the white, or I can wear it on top of the lilac. And so I can't wait to use these. That's going to be a lot of fun, and I will do an update and let you know. And so I'm also I like to use all natural products sometimes. And so the lady was telling me at the beauty supply about, a nail oil that you should put on to keep your cuticles soft and keep your nails from drying out. And it was $5 for a little tiny bottle. And, I told her, what I use? I use coconut oil. And then she agreed with me, But the coconut oil, I want to talk to you about this for a minute. I buy the organic, unrefined, virgin coconut oil that is cold pressed. This is all natural, and I use it for multi-purposes. This is a food product. You can eat this. And so I use this. I'll sometimes put it all in my hands and put my hands in gloves. And sometimes I'll wear it for an hour. And then when I pull my hands out, they look so young and supple and soft. And this has medicinal purposes. It even kind of helps the joints and makes your hands feel better. And so because it's an all-natural plant, it has some kind of nutrition in it. And I'm not qualified to tell you what's in there. There's some kind of like a fatty acid in there. I forget the name of it. This is like an omega oil, which is good for your body. And so it's also good for an omega is also good for your blood pressure, your digestive system. Just like when your car runs, you want to use a good oil to keep your pipes or tubes or whatever they're called, valves going smoothly. You want to have a good oil in your arteries, in your digestive tract, in your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder, your intestines, your veins, your heart, even your esophagus. We think you just need to lubricate with a moisturizer the outside. No, you need to use a very good organic moisturizer on the inside. Your skin on the inside is just as important as the skin on the outside. So I put like a tablespoon of this in my coffee, and this is what I use kind of like as an omega which is supposed to be good for your heart. Some people use a fish oil, but I like to use a coconut oil or an olive oil. And so, and I also put it on my skin. You can use it on anything dry. You can put it on your feet. You can put it on your knees. You can use it to soften your cuticles. I also sometimes put it on my toast. There for a while, I just wanted to experiment and not use butter. So I would put this on my toast, and it's an acquired taste, but you can get used to it. And once you get used to it, this is all that you want. And you can also put it on your vegetables. If you don't want to put, butter or grease, a bad grease in your vegetables, you can put this, and then this will be like an omega inside your body that's good for you. And another thing you can use this for is your hair. If your hair's dry, now you just want to take a little bit, because it can be greasy and it can on your hair and it can collect dust. So you don't want to use too much. And you may want to use it at night and sleep in it with a cap and wash it out in the morning. Another thing you can do with it is mix it with, now I didn't want to make this video about this coconut oil, but one thing leads to another. This is what I'm going to use for a nail oil and a hand oil. But it's multi-purpose, so why not tell you all the other benefits of it? So you can also use it for, mix this, a tablespoon of this with a tablespoon of baking soda, and scrub your face gently with it. You just gently scrub your face. And you can even scrub under your eyes, which is a very, very delicate area, and you want to be careful under the eyes. I wouldn't scrub on top of the eye, although you could if you really needed to, but you don't need to be pulling the skin around your eyes, because that'll make it age faster. But anyway, this exfoliates the skin and does it gently and leaves your skin beautiful and soft and supple and youthful. And so you can eat it. You can put it on your hands, feet. You can put it in your coffee. I put a tablespoon in my coffee for like an omega oil. You can put it on your toast, on your vegetables. And so this is multi-purpose, and I'm not an expert, but I'm going to try and explain it to you really fast. This is unrefined and cold pressed. So when they go and take the coconut oil, they cold press it and squeeze it out, or whatever they do to make it more natural and good for you and leaves in the nutrients. And you can cook with this, but when this heats up, when it's unrefined and it heats up in your pan, it's going to start burning, and that's not good. So they make one that's refined for cooking, which for frying. And what they do is they heat it up, they take out all the good stuff, the good nutrition, so that you can use it for frying so it doesn't burn. But the one that's refined, it's not going to have it's not going to have the nutrition in it, which is good for your insides and good for your outsides. So that's the difference between the refined and the unrefined in a layman's terms that I could just tell you quickly how to use. So be sure and get virgin, organic, and unrefined for your skin, hair, and nails, and internal for your coffee, your toast, your vegetables. And I want to just show you how it is not greasy. And you just need a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit goes a long way. This jar will, if you keep this jar out of the sunlight, because it will mold. I actually lost a jar that had gotten down to this far, and it started to turn black, but it was like 2 years old. The jar was 2 years old, because this stuff lasts forever. And if you put it in the refrigerator, it gets too hard, and you have to, it's hard to scoop it out. And you'll have to scoop it out with a knife. You can keep it in the refrigerator, but it becomes too hard to scoop out. So you want to just keep it in a cool, dry place where it won't mold. And you take just a little bit. I'm going to try and show you on my skin. And my skin is kind of wrinkly right here. See, okay, there we go. You see how my skin, I'll wrinkle it up so you can see. My skin's kind of wrinkly, and I'll go in and I'll put this in. And I'll show you how you think, oh, I don't want to use that because it's going to be too greasy. After about 20 minutes, your skin drinks it up. And it is no longer greasy. And, put it on your cuticles. And Even put it on the ends of your hair. Just a little bit on the ends of your hair. And it will absorb, and then it leaves your skin youthful, glowing, with a light coconut fragrance. It softens your cuticles. You can even put this on and then cut your cuticles, because you don't always want to cut them when they're just dry. You kind of want to moisten them a little bit to cut them. And then after you moisten them a little bit, you can go in with a real sharp tool and then start to just trim up your little cuticle right there. But look how youthful and wonderful this does for your skin. So why buy a little tiny bottle of oil where you're going to pay $6 at the salon, at the beauty salon, or you can pay like about $6 to $8 for this, and it's multi-purpose. This is a smarter choice. Anyway, so I wanted to share that with you. And so after I use my new polishes, I'll come back and do another update and let you know how everything is going. So I thank you for watching, and I will let you go for now. Have a good evening. Good night.